What you are looking at is gas rising from the ground along with bubbling water in the Portland metropolitan area of Oregon, where only a few hours before the clip was taken there was nothing. This might look straight out of a fictional volcano disaster film, but was instead filmed on the northern portion of Rocky Butte on December 30th, 2023. Hot springs and fumaroles appearing where they previously did not exist can be a sign that shallow magma is present. You might think that the same isn't the case here, as Portland does not contain any active volcanic systems, with Mount Hood located 44 miles distant. Yet, Portland is actually built inside of a dormant volcanic field which erupts infrequently but will one day erupt again, being known as, and yes, this is a real name, the Boring Volcanic Field. So, has magma suddenly ascended to shallow depths for the first time in this volcanic field since its last eruption 57,000 years ago, like some people on social media are claiming in response to this video clip? Thankfully not, as although the clip I showed earlier was genuine and taken at the specified coordinates, the cause of the observed phenomena in that video was not volcanic. Instead, the rising gas and bubbling water originated from a burst steam heating pipe right below ground, which was confirmed within 24 hours. In other words, what was witnessed was only the most notable false alarm at a North American volcano which had a more mundane explanation. Here are a quick look at some other notable false alarms of volcanic activity or eruptions during the last century and a half. In 1910, an intense earthquake storm occurred at California's Medicine Lake Shield volcano, leading to the appearance of a large crack on a rhyolite lava flow known as Glass Mountain. Reports were made that ash fell on a nearby town, although no eruption was directly witnessed. In reality, while a crack did form on Glass Mountain due to a series of earthquakes, no eruption occurred, with the apparent ash dusting presumably originating from a nearby wildfire. On April 1, 1974, thick black smoke was seen from the town of Sitka rising from the Edgecumbe volcano, which had not erupted at the time in 900 years. Upon further investigation, the black smoke was real but not volcanic in origin. Instead, a legendary prank had been pulled off where 70 tires were flown into the volcanic crater and set on fire, along with a message in the adjacent snow which read, "April Fool." On September 2, 2023, I was sent a video from a helicopter pilot who was overflying Canada's Garibaldi Lake volcano, which had not erupted in 9,300 years. In this video, gas seemed to be rising from the ground, marking the apparent appearance of the first fumarole at this volcano in historic times. I subsequently contacted the relevant regional geological agency and reported on the potential development. As a result, a follow-up investigation was made, and a subsequent helicopter flyby the following day revealed that there was no such new fumarole on the feature known as the Black Tusk, which last erupted 250,000 years ago. Instead, what was witnessed was merely strong winds blowing sand-sized eroded volcanic particles up a steep slope. Each of these reports had a level of plausibility to them, which is why they were each further investigated before being determined as non-volcanic. For example, it technically is plausible that a volcano could erupt without warning, such as at Alaska's Mount Edgecumbe. Although false alarms can occur, I still encourage people to report anything unusual they might see to the relevant scientific authorities, as sometimes in the world of volcanoes people will spot something suspicious that would otherwise probably go unnoticed by scientists and existing scientific equipment. While the latest example in Oregon ended up being nothing, there is always the possibility that the next time something unusual is spotted that it is actually volcanic. Regardless, if you spot something suspicious and unexpected in an area which could technically be volcanic, first consider the more likely explanations, and until you can rule all of them out, do not assume an unexpected feature as volcanic. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe if you enjoyed this video. As a final note, I would like to thank this channel's patrons on Patreon and channel members on YouTube.